Cookie time.
Huh?
Gobble, gobble.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 rom-com couples with the worst chemistry.
Well, just tell me how you feel.
You know how I feel.
Wait, what? You're in love with me or something?
For this list, we'll be looking at the most notable romantic comedy duos who just weren't able to make us believe in their fictional love stories. Some plot points will be discussed, so beware of potential spoilers ahead. Which movie couple made you cringe every time they appeared together? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Sabrina Peterson and Peter Brackett. I Love Trouble. Using the classic enemies to lovers trope, this movie follows two reporters from rival newspapers who finally team up to break a big story.
I suggest we get out of here as fast as we can.
Why?
Women's intuition.
It's probably meant to be a modern update on a screwball comedy, but Julia Roberts and Nick Nolte were reportedly more enemies than lovers on set, with their personalities apparently clashing. And there's a notable tension between them on screen, even after their characters are supposed to be falling for each other. Let's not forget the awkwardness resulting from the substantial age gap between the pair either. The result is an on-screen relationship that's tedious at the best of times and painful to watch at the worst.
So let me set you straight. You have zero chance of scoring here. Trust me. Move on.
Number 9. Jimmy Shannon and Ann Arden, The Bachelor. In order to inherit $100 million, Jimmy has to tie the knot by 6:05 p.m. on his 30th birthday, which happens to be tomorrow.
The upshot is, you win.
Since he just flubbed his proposal to his longtime partner Anne, he tries tracking down various exes in the hopes of finding a willing bride. Chris O'Donnell is usually pretty charming, so we're not sure what went wrong here.
That's what happened, all right? I just lost my ability to carry on a conversation.
His character Jimmy is just goofy and bumbling, coming across as more annoying than sweet. More importantly, he and Renee Zellweger's Anne seem to be on completely different wavelengths. It's hard to imagine the characters having been together for 3 years before the events of the movie.
Like when you say that you and I have reached that place, what place?
You know what I mean.
Number 8. Charlie Logan and Cam Wexler, Good Luck Chuck. At the innocent age of 10, Charlie was cursed by a little girl with a crush on him. Therefore, every woman he's with will meet her true love after breaking up with him. Fast forward many years, and Charlie falls for the beautiful Cam. Despite how talented Dane Cook and Jessica Alba both are, the romance falls short.
No, I'm not dying.
Oh, I'm not dying either, so what is it then? Am I not your type? Because I can take it if it's that.
For one thing, his character is unfunny and not super likable. Hers, meanwhile, is accident-prone, but it reads more embarrassing than cute. Together, they're just not really believable as a couple.
Did you know that I produce 10,000 gallons of saliva in one kiss?
Ew, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you here.
No,
I'm serious.
Cook had another unconvincing matchup with Kate Hudson in My Best Friend's Girl, but Good Luck Chuck takes the prize for his worst on-screen romance.
What are your plans for Saturday? Sunday. What are your plans for Sunday? Don't even answer that, because I'm already thinking about Wednesday. What are you doing Wednesday?
Number 7. Ben Stone and Allison Scott, Knocked Up. If you ask us, these two do not belong together. After meeting Ben at a club and spending a drunken night with him, Allison discovers she's pregnant, and the pair try to make things work. The problem is, they're complete opposites.
We'll ever be as happy as Baby Bjorn couple is.
We are that happy.
Yeah, you look happy.
Which is awesome, because I never like guys like you. It's great.
Keep saying that, I know.
Allison is an ambitious professional, while Ben is a jobless, unmotivated slacker. Katherine Heigl is similarly mismatched in The Ugly Truth, where we don't understand what her character sees in Gerard Butler's rude, misogynistic Mike.
Hey, what do you know? You're not ugly at all.
Oh, imagine my relief.
It's obvious that Allison and Ben also have nothing in common, so why would they want to raise a kid together? Maybe the real question is, why can't anyone give Heigl's characters a romantic interest who's at her level?
No.
Get out of the car.
No.
I own this car. Get out of my car.
No.
Get out of my car.
No.
Get out of my f***ing car.
Number 6. Isabel Bigelow and Jack Wyatt, Bewitched. Jack is an arrogant and difficult actor, yet he persuades Isabel to play the role of Samantha opposite his Darren in a remake of the 1960s sitcom Bewitched. But as it turns out, Isabel is a real witch.
Now you're making me angry!
Go, scat!
You want me to leave?
Yes!
Fine!
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 After Jack undermines her work on the show, Isabel and her Aunt Clara temporarily cast a love spell on him for revenge. That makes sense, because magic is the only thing that would make us believe that these two were actually attracted to each other.
Then I kiss her because she's so powerful.
Will Ferrell and Nicole Kidman are both stars in their own right, but make for a strange pair here. His signature over-the-top acting style contrasts so poorly with her understated performance that it sometimes seems like they're in two different movies.
Oh, Jack. This is sad.
Number 5. Kat Valdez and Charlie Gilbert, Marry Me. Jennifer Lopez as a beautiful, successful singer with a string of failed unions? That's an easy sell. Owen Wilson as a humble, divorced math teacher? That's also not hard to accept. But the two of them together? Now we're not buying it. After discovering her fiancé is cheating on her moments before their very public wedding, Kat plucks Charlie out of the crowd and marries him instead. It's a cute premise, but Charlie never outgrows his wide-eyed, adorable persona.
Do you ever get used to this? Just the tension and the chaos and the people everywhere?
You know, some days you barely notice, other days you feel like a panda in a zoo.
He's totally out of place in her world, and though she tries to fit into his, her fame and notoriety are going to follow them forever. There's not enough of a spark there for us to overlook all that, so we don't see things working out.
But still, do you ever feel like just kind of, I'm waving the white flag on marriage, that's it?
Number 4. Alex Whitman and Isabel Fuentes, Fools Rush In. Salma Hayek and Matthew Perry would arguably seem like bizarre choices to play a couple even in a better movie.
I happen to think there's an explanation beyond reason, beyond all logic, that brought you right to this very spot at the exact same time that I showed up at this very spot.
Of course, Friends was at the height of its popularity at the time, and Perry was a bankable star. And Salma Hayek is Salma Hayek. However, the attraction between her carefree photographer and his starchy New York City business type is totally unconvincing.
You don't like it?
No, I just never lived in anything so bright, and Jesus Christ.
The two meet, get together, and part ways. But much like Knocked Up, an unexpected pregnancy complicates matters, and they ultimately pursue a relationship despite their differences. No amount of weddings or cutesy banter can persuade us that these two are really into each other, though.
I mean, there are signs everywhere!
I don't believe in signs, Alex!
Number 3. Debbie Dunn and Peter Coleman, Your Place or Mine. Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon are actually friends in real life. Maybe that's why Debbie and Peter are much more convincing as besties than two people passionately in love.
Oh, please, I've seen you naked.
Never stops being weird.
So weird.
We'd probably even be able to see them as an old married couple, but alas, that's not the story. It doesn't help that they're hardly ever on screen together, having nearly all of their conversations over the phone.
Are we gonna be hand holders? I've never seen you hold a human's hand.
I don't hold hands.
Yeah.
Because of this, the two never get a chance to develop the physical chemistry that you need to make a rom-com couple compelling. So unfortunately, when they finally get together at the last minute, it just kind of feels weird and uncomfortable.
Thought we were gonna be friends forever. We're not?
No. We're not gonna be friends anymore, Debbie.
Number 2. Kelly Taylor and Justin Bell, From Justin to Kelly. Kelly Clarkson never wanted to make this movie. After winning the first season of American Idol, she tried her best to get out of her contractual obligation.
What else are you gonna do with your week off? I mean, just imagine relaxing on a gorgeous beach. Sipping pina coladas with your two best friends. And if you don't come, we'll kill you.
Perhaps that's why neither she nor Justin Guarini looks super thrilled to be there, and why the love story between their characters feels so stiff. From Justin to Kelly was an obvious cash-in on the popularity of the competition show, but even the musical numbers feel like their hearts aren't in it. It doesn't help that the film itself is also just bad. From their meet cute to their big songs, the two actors are clearly just going through the motions, and no one is buying their awkward flirtation.
I promise I'm slightly less dorky than you think. So what do you say?
Napkin! Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Larry Gili and Ricky Rochelle Gili. When your two stars end up actually falling in love, but the romance on screen is lifeless, something has gone horribly wrong.
I was thinking about what you said before, about us being stuck in this situation. There's nothing we could do. I think you're right. Might as well just make the best of it.
Larry is an incompetent gangster with a temper who tries to look strong and powerful, while Ricky is more insightful and won't take his nonsense. She's also a lesbian and initially makes it clear that he has no chance with her.
This may be a good time to suggest that you not allow the seeds of cruel hope to sprout in your soul.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds beautiful.
It means you're not my type.
Still, they eventually get together. Ben Affleck's chemistry with Sandra Bullock in Forces of Nature is almost as non-existent, but at least the couple in that movie doesn't end up together. The relationship in Gili could work on a buddy comedy level, but the romance itself makes zero sense. How did two talented actors manage to make this look so forced?
Bull. Cow. You got that?
Yeah, I got it. Bull cow.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.